Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We know your time is valuable, so we're not going to take up too much of it. But we want to take just a second and chat. I know that probably all of y'all have seen posts about Plexus, about the company, about the products, but what you might not know is there are a lot of people who say no to Plexus, and many of their reasons might be the same as yours. Maybe you've been saying no yourself. You are not alone. Maybe some of you here have the same reasons that you said no that some of us did, or maybe there's a combination of reasons. I know I had several reasons, and I didn't just say no. I actually said, never will I ever. I am super, super introverted. I thought I did not have the personality to be successful in this industry. Not only did I not have many friends, I didn't want many friends. I remember when our daughter was born, somebody suggested I join like a mom's group, and I was like, no, I've got two friends, I'm good. Like that was like my max capacity for friendship at that time, which is so sad to say, but that's how I just felt because I don't like small talk. I don't like talking to people I don't know. Sometimes I don't even like talking to people that I do know. I could just be a hermit and be perfectly happy. So I thought, how could somebody like me, who is super introverted, super antisocial, be successful in an industry like this? But what I found is it's actually a perfect fit. So now when I talk to people, it's not full of small talk. I don't have to get nervous about that. It's very intentional and they're very productive conversations. I have been able to make a huge financial impact for my family, and I get to do it all from my couch. I don't have to have a ton of social interaction or lengthy conversations. So, like I said, it's honestly been the perfect fit. So, if you're saying no to Plexus because you're introverted and you don't think you have the right personality for it, I would love to chat with you more about how I've been able to find success through this industry.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. So I said no to Plexus because I didn't think that the products would work. My husband is actually the one that was like, what do we have to lose? They have a 60-day money back guarantee. And guys, he had results before I did. But little by little, we started feeling better. And I also said no to the business and didn't tell a soul because I didn't want to be that person. But little by little, I started watching videos about how these products could help people. And I had to share the videos that I was watching. Now, I also said no about the business because I had no experience with any health and wellness. I was the most unhealthy person when I started these products. But the best part was I could start telling people how I started to feel better, and sharing those videos with my friends and family totally took the pressure off me because I didn't have to be the expert. You don't have to be the expert. You can share so many videos that Plexus has provided for us on how these products work and how this business opportunity can help your friends and family. Thanks.
Hi, I was not a salesperson. That's why I said no to the business. There was no way I could do this. And so you would have to know me. I am not a computer person. I don't like doing lives. It was just like, no, this is so much out of my comfort zone. And Becky was like, I know you can do this because you have a great personality. I know you can do this. And I'm like, no, I'm not a salesperson. I've never sold anything in my life. And I was always just so reluctant, but little by little, Becky got me to where I could actually do this. And I realized after so long, it took me a little while, but I realized I'm such a people person. I've had a love for people. I love helping people. It makes me just giddy when, someone would try Plexus and it worked. And I was just so excited. And it was not about the business to me. It was about just making sure I could help people. And so after all of this, here I am on here doing a live, and I realized that I am a salesperson. And I would love to talk to anybody that thinks they're not, because you can be. It is so rewarding. I love it. I love what I do. I love the products. And so, believe it or not, I'm a salesperson.
Well, I am Joanna. It is nice to meet you here, and I am so excited to talk about all the reasons why I knew I would fail at Plexus. When I came into Plexus, a little bit of a backstory. I am a mom of 8 kids. I have a daughter-in-law, a son-in-law, and I have 2 grandchildren and a third on the way. So I have what some call a mega family, an extra large family. I am busy. I am distracted, and I am unorganized. And all of those things you would think would not make me not successful in something like this. When I started Plexus, I think I had maybe 300 friends on Facebook. So I never posted on social media. I had never taken a selfie. I still had a flip phone. So when we talk about technology, I can very much relate to that, all of those things. But you know what happened is that I found that this company equips us. They don't just let us come in and expect us to just figure it out. We have resources that teach us how to be leaders, how to use social media, how to use your technology, how to post on Facebook, how to do all the things to be successful. And I can proudly say that now, 9 years later, I am a completely different person than I was when I started. I have more confidence, I have more skills, I have more of what it takes to be successful. And that is something that you may not feel like you have right now, but that is something that you can learn. And the really cool thing about the financial part of this income opportunity is that I was within about 3-4 years able to surpass my husband's retirement income that he worked for 28 years to receive. And you guys, that doesn't make me proud. It makes me humble. It makes me realize that there is an opportunity here that people are praying for every single day. And I don't care what your excuses are. We all have those same excuses. And I am proud to say that we are here and we are successful. So I'd like to introduce you to my friend Becky.
Hey guys, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. I'm so glad that y'all are here. So why I said no to Plexus was because I already had a career. I was a stay-at-home mama. I homeschooled my children. I had done it for a whole lot of years, just like Joanna. And I also worked part-time at our local church doing all kinds of ministries and events and everything. So quite honestly, I really didn't think I had time. I also really didn't have the desire. I had used the products for 5 years very happily, and Joanna and I kid. It was a closet user, is what I call myself, because I kind of didn't want to tell anybody what I was doing. So she hounded me so gracefully and so persistently for 5 years. She did it, bless her heart, and she never gave up. So a word of encouragement for business folks: never give up. And it was the right timing for Joanna. It was the right timing for me, and it fell right into place. And then when I said yes to the business, I have chills as I talk about this. When I said yes to the business, it was perfect timing. It was like the perfect storm. I was able to step back from the ministry position, and I still homeschool. Imagine that. And I'm still a full-time stay-at-home mama. So it can be done. Just because you already have other commitments, don't think that this is going to take time away. You can squeeze in 15 minutes here or there or wherever. It can totally be done. So don't let the fact that you have something else going on, full-time, part-time, whatever, make you think you can't do this. You absolutely can do this. And it is so much fun. I promise, if you'll give it a try, you'll love it. And you'll be so, so glad that you did.
Thank you, Becky. That was amazing. My name is Christy, and I initially said no to the sharing part of the products because I actually didn't have a large network at the time. I love the products, but I just was thinking to myself, kind of like Brittany said, I think I have 2 friends and maybe my mom will order. But hey, guess what? Your 2 friends and your mom, you're going to go fast start silver and make some cash. And so back then, they didn't even have the fast start bonus, but I remember getting that first paycheck, me not having a large network, my very first paycheck, actually my second, my first paycheck, I was so nervous and I didn't know what I was doing. But my second paycheck, you guys, was $900. And I was like, what in the world? How did I do this? I have two friends. So what I learned was that although I've never loved large crowds, I don't like, a lot of crowds, or I was never like in a sorority or anything like that. It's just not me. I actually learned to develop really close relationships and one-on-one relationships with people. And I found that I loved it. And I love to just be like, hey, let's go out to dinner. And really building these connections is how I've built my business over the years. So I found that something that I was scared of actually has been, sorry, y'all, I have a cough drop. My throat's a little bit dry, has been a blessing and a skill that I didn't know that I had. And so this business has really shown me that just building connections and relationships can bring so much joy, not only to yourself, but to whoever that you're offering either our supplements or the business opportunity too. And so I've fallen in love with relationships and people, and I have way more than two friends now. And I was actually able to leave my job as a healthcare worker because of the income. And so, I mean, that is just something that I proudly share now. And it doesn't matter if you have two friends or 300 friends on Facebook. Like Joanna said, we have everything in place for you to learn how to do the things with us. So it's absolutely incredible and so much fun. And we're so happy that you're here. So thanks, y'all.
Thank you, Christy. Hi, everyone. My name is Balana. And the reason I initially said no to Plexus was because I had been the part of 3 companies before, and I felt like I had failed miserably. This was back before social media, so I know that's kind of hard to imagine, but everything was word of mouth, and the 3 companies were party-based. So that meant that took me out of the home and away from my young family and my husband during the evening. I wasn't there to tuck my kids into bed. I wasn't there to spend time with my husband during the evening, which is something that I really wanted to do. So and I also was not earning very much income for the amount of work that I was putting in. So when my friend first suggested that I share about the products, my initial reaction was no, never. I'm never doing that again. Don't ever ask me to do that. But a few weeks into taking the products, I felt so much better that I knew I had to share with my sister and a couple of my friends that I knew were struggling with their health. And before I knew it, I had earned my first paycheck and the first level in the company. And so I thought, well, why not keep going? And I'm so thankful that I did, because just 9 months into starting this journey, my husband lost his job 2 days before Christmas because of a company merger. And because I had kept going and I had earned the next couple of ranks, the income, I did not have to turn off our subscription order. We were able to still continue taking our products and still make our health a priority. And so the side income that I was making was just a huge blessing for us. And the other blessing that came from saying yes to sharing about the products was the community. The ladies on this call are some of my dearest friends, and we never would have met one another if it hadn't been for Plexus, because we're all in different states. And so in some ways, that's an even bigger blessing than the business side. But I'm so thankful that I did say yes, finally, to sharing about the business. So I just want to thank you all for coming tonight. And if you have any questions, please reach out to the person who invited you. And we would love to have you on this journey with us.